All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode on the B sides of the Good Doc Dr. Mike TV's YouTube channel, the paid subscription side. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get to the point. There are a lot of reasons why you should never go all in on online dating. I repeat, there are a lot of reasons why you should never go all in on online dating. A lot of people like to believe it has to do with, oh, what if she scams you? What if it's this? What if it's that? And although all of those things are true, let's push that to the side. And let's say, for example, this particular young lady is all in with you, right? You guys seem to have good chemistry. She's not lying and she's not doing all this extra stuff. Let's say that she's actually doing right. The one reason why I find it extremely difficult for a lot of guys to go all in on online dating, or one reason why you shouldn't, is what if your sexual compatibility is absolutely garbage? What if it is trash? What if you do all this stuff, maybe even help her a little bit, send a little money, thinking that, you're going to put yourself in the best position to be with this particular young lady? What if you do all of this and you come to find out that your sexual compatibility is not there, right? You guys just aren't on that level. A lot of people like to believe that it has to do a lot more than just with sex, but aside from that it plays a major part. Okay, it plays a major part. And I'm going to give you an example for myself so that you guys can understand where I'm coming from. Talked to a young lady for 2 years, right? She was in a provincial area, probably about a couple of hours away from me. I wasn't going there, so I had to wait for her to find time to be able to come see me while I was in Davao City. So I want you to imagine I've set it up to where me and her were going to spend some time together, stay together and all that stuff, maybe a day or two, maybe 3 days. And she gets there, good energy, positive, but when it came to the consummation of the relationship of sorts, it just wasn't there. So now you're in a situation where you're stuck, right? You're with this young lady because you paid for her to come see you. Now, you can send her money to go home if you want to, but you've already invested a lot of time, effort, and energy because you thought this one could be something that could potentially be right, but then it turns out to be extremely wrong. So if you're going the online route, I want you to understand you have to be able to understand that the words online may not necessarily translate to in person. I'm not telling you something new, but I do believe the sexual compatibility makes a big difference, because can you imagine not having sexual compatibility with a specific person, and that person is going to be around you for the next 2 or 3 days because you've kind of planned a trip around the idea of you guys being together, being able to spend some time alone for that period of time? And then you realize, I really don't want to be around her as long as I thought that I did. Now that puts you in a rock and a hard place. And I don't never want you to put yourself in a position where you come out looking like the asshole, because that is likely to happen. If you try to send her back, she's going to wonder what's wrong with her, or this, that, and the other. Unless she sees it too, and most times, even if she sees it, she's not going to say anything because this is her opportunity with possibly a foreigner man. She's not going to sit there and tell you, oh, this shit ain't what I thought it would be. She'll just play it out, see what happens. But I never want to put you in a position where you have to make those harsh decisions. So when it comes to online relationships, keep it casual, keep it friendly, let her know that you're interested in her, but you cannot go all in. Because that moment where you realize that sexual compatibility is not there, it ruins a lot of things. Unfortunately, it just ruins a lot of things. Something I want you guys to keep in your mental, something that I want you to think about if you ever do decide to go the online dating route. Talk to somebody before you get there, rather than doing it when you're actually in country, right? I'm not saying it's a bad thing to entertain a couple of young ladies, but just make sure you keep it fun and friendly, all right? Let her know that you're interested in seeing her, maybe grabbing a coffee or something when you guys are together. You can see where it goes from there. You can even let her know off jump, look, baby, I find you to be attractive, and I do want us to be able to, have a little fun time. You can be honest, right? At least at that point, you'll know, well, she ain't game to do this, so why am I wasting my time? Or, yes, she is game to do this. Let's talk about this a little bit more, right? So you really have to be upfront and honest in that regard in reference to how you choose to date women online. There's nothing wrong with being blunt, but let's not be rude, right? Big difference, right? Tell them what you want, tell them what you're interested in. They have every right to say, no, I'm not interested in the same thing. At least you know, and you're not wasting your time. That's all I got for you guys today. Appreciate you guys locking in. This has been a good doc. Y'all take care. Until the next time, Doc is out. Peace.